My name is Judy Miller and I do some of the basic training webinars here. Today is the best webinar of all. It's the most exciting because I get to show you the magic of our campaign builder and automated follow-up. It's really exciting because this is what Infusionsoft is all about, and this is what sets us apart from other softwares that are similar to us. We have this awesome campaign builder. I'm going to make it real easy to show you how to build your first campaign. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the question box. I will get to them. And if you are brand new and I start going too fast because I get really excited, just tell me to slow down and I will slow it down. So I will peruse and look over at the question box every once in a while. So by the end of this webinar, you will be able to create a lead capture campaign, create a web form. We call it a web form. You may call it a registration form or a contact us form. I'm going to show you how to create a sequence inside of Infusionsoft, how to understand a simple campaign, and I'm also going to show you how to get campaigns for free. And if anyone knows me by now, I like free things and I like to give you guys free resources. So that's a good thing about coming to the live webinars. With your Infusionsoft application, you do have access to our Help Center. It's located at help.infusionsoft.com. There you'll get access to our user guide where you can just type in, how do I create a form? And all the articles and videos will show up, so you'll have access to that 24/7. Also access to our tech support numbers, who are here from 5 in the morning until 5 at night, and also access to our self-help learning. There's more videos inside of our Help Center where you can get more advanced self-help learning. And that's all found at help.infusionsoft.com. Also, I'm going to be sending you this resource. This was created by one of our success coaches. She's now in the partner section of Infusionsoft, so she's no longer a coach. But before she left, she created this great campaign builder overview. It's a technical writing. It's about a 5-page PDF that goes over every single part of the campaign builder. So today we're just going to have a slice of the pie, but if you want to learn more about the campaign builder, this technical writing document has every single thing that the campaign builder does, and it goes over it with arrows and boxes. So it's really awesome. I'm going to be sending you this with the recording probably about lunchtime. So be expecting that. So with our campaign builder, believe it or not, there's just 2 major ingredients. And if you can remember these 2 major ingredients, you can build a campaign. Any simple campaign can turn into a complex campaign just by using these 2 ingredients. The first ingredient is a goal. And a goal is what you want your contact to do. It's represented in Infusionsoft with a circle. So a goal is what you want the contact to do. There's lots of goals in Infusionsoft. There's a web form is submitted, or a contact us form is submitted. A landing page is submitted. A tag is applied to someone's contact record. A link is clicked and somebody tries to download a free ebook. All of those are goals inside of Infusionsoft. Today we're going to focus on the web form submitted goal. And in that document that I'm sending you, it will go over each one of those goals. Today we're going to concentrate on web form submitted, and that is the icon, that little circle with that form in the middle, that we're going to focus on today. That's the first ingredient, a goal. The second ingredient is a sequence. And when a goal is achieved or completed, it will automatically push people into this sequence. A sequence is represented by a rectangle with a clock in the middle. There's lots of magic, and that's where all of the Infusionsoft magic happens, is in that sequence. And if you notice, there's communications and there's processes. Let me give you an example. You can send off an email. You can wait a couple days. You can automatically send off another email, wait a couple days, and then create a task for you to do that will automatically show up on your dashboard. It's pretty magical, and it will automate your follow-up even when you're sleeping or you're on vacation. So it's really, really awesome and really, really easy to do. So a goal is connected to a sequence. And if you notice, there's an arrow there. And if you can remember these 2 ingredients, you can build a campaign. I know it seems pretty simple, but when you start off crawling, you're going to be walking in no time. And I'll make it so simple that by the end of this webinar, you're going to be able to make your first automated campaign. So let me get into Infusionsoft and show you how to do it. When you first open up Infusionsoft, you'll land on the dashboard. And if you have not been in the app yet, once you land in your dashboard, to get to the campaign builder, you're simply going to hover over the Infusionsoft logo, come to marketing, down to campaign builder, and click it one time. You can see that I have some campaigns already here. You may not have any campaigns here yet, so it's a little scary. You can get campaigns for free, and I like to call this the Betty Crocker recipes. If you notice, there's a little white Get Campaigns Template button on the right-hand side of the screen next to the Create a Campaign. That's kind of like the Betty Crocker already created recipes that you can buy at the store. The campaigns are already created, and it will give you all the directions on there. They're a little bit overwhelming at first if you don't know how a campaign is built or if you don't know how a recipe is started. So we're going to build one out by Create a Campaign, but you can, after the webinar, go in and look at these campaign templates. They may not be exactly what you want. You may have to doctor the recipe up a little bit, but there's lots of free templates in there for you to already have campaigns created. We're going to create one from scratch, and I'm going to show you how to build the recipe from scratch by hitting Create a Campaign. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger and hit Create a Campaign. When you click on Create a Campaign, this box will appear, and you get to name your campaign. And the rule of thumb and the easiest way to name a campaign is name it what it is, so it makes sense to you. This is a no judgment zone. We're not going to judge what you named it. Even if you spelled it wrong, it doesn't matter. You're the only person that's going to see the name. So I'm going to call this Sign Up for Offer, or sign up for specials, whatever you want to call it. If you have lots of people building out campaigns in your app, just put your initials at the beginning. So it might be TS or SS or RR, but put your initials at the beginning and you'll know which campaign you've been working on. Once you name your campaign, you hit the Save button and your screen will change and it will be the Infusionsoft Campaign Builder canvas. If you look on top in the black bar, all the way to the left you'll see, all the way to the right you'll see Publish. We're not going to get there yet. But if you notice, the Actions button lets you rename your campaign. So if you hate the name it has, you can always go and rename it. The Stealth button is only for employees, but if you move all the way to the left, you'll see the name of the campaign is Sign Up for Offer. And if I click on the campaign button, it will take me back to the campaign library. So we're going to start building out our campaign. And if you remember, there's two major ingredients. The first one is a goal. So I'm going to come over to the toolbar on the left, and I'm going to come to the goal section, and I'm going to grab Web Form Submitted because that's the one I said we were going to focus on today. I'm going to left click and grab it and move it onto my canvas. I said campus. When I do, you'll notice a blue bar appears. That blue bar is saying, hey, rename me. Don't keep my name as Web Form Submitted. Name me what I am. And this is going to be Offer Sign Up. So I'm going to click right here. And put Offer Sign Up. Name it whatever it's going to be. Now I like to build out the foundation first, or put all my ingredients in first. So after a goal, there's a sequence. So I'm going to come up to Sequences. I'm going to grab the sequence by left clicking, and I'm going to drag it out onto my canvas. Make it a little bit bigger. Now you notice that it turns blue underneath, and that's telling you to rename the sequence. Instead of Untitled Sequence, you want to name it. So I'm going to call this Offer and Welcome. Name it whatever it is. You can always go and change it. I have my goal. I'm highlighting it right now. I have my sequence. I'm highlighting it right now. And to connect them together, you simply hover over the goal, grab the arrow, and move it all the way into the sequence. And now I have my first simple campaign created. It's amazing. Now, if you're thinking, well, I want them to buy something. I don't just want to get them an offer and sign them up. I want them to get some emails and actually click on a link and purchase. Awesome. Here's the pattern. Goal, sequence. I want them to purchase something. I'm going to use Infusionsoft's e-commerce. Grab the goal of purchase, drop it, rename it, and you can name it whatever you want, and I need to spell purchase correctly. And then I need to attach it, so I go to the icon before, grab the arrow, and attach. And now you'll see the pattern, goal, sequence, and then I want them to buy, so that's a goal. Now that I have the foundation or the outline for my campaign, I'm going to go in and build out each of the areas. The first one I'm going to do is the web form. So I'm going to put my cursor in the middle of the goal and double click. When I double click, because I chose a web form as my goal, it's going to open up the web form builder. When I open up the web form builder, it's going to look exactly like this, except the labels are going to be a little bit smaller. Last webinar I did, they asked if you can make the labels bigger, so I made them bigger. It's going to look exactly like this, and this is our default form. The default form comes with first name, email, and a submit button. If you want to put anything else on there, you're in the design stage, so you just can come up and grab these little headers or these little tabs, and you can change things. I want to put a title on this so people know what they're signing up for. So I'm going to come to my snippets, grab title, drop it on top, and I'm going to change it from Lorem Ipsum to sign up for my great offers. ... Of course, you can come in and highlight this, come to the format section, and you can actually change that and make that bigger or smaller, change the color, etc. If you want to add an image, if this isn't going to go on your website, it's going to go on LinkedIn or Facebook, a Facebook ad, you may want to put an image on there and put your logo so people know who you are. This one I'm making from my website, so I'm just going to put sign up for my great offers. I can come in and put in a paragraph and put in some content, but most of the content is going to be on my website, so I really don't need to be to reiterate it and be redundant. I just want them to sign up. If you notice, it already says first name. If you're thinking, I need their last name too, the first name field is already there, so all you need to do is double click where it says first name, pick last name, hit save, and last name will appear too. I also want to put some space between my title and my fields because it's too close together. So I'm going to grab the spacer snippet, put it right underneath my title, hit save, and now I have some space. I'm going to come into my format and my style, and I'm going to come change that label because it's a little bit too big. So I'm going to come to my style. It's highlighted in green. Hit edit, and label size is 25, and I'm going to make it smaller because that's really, really too big. There we go. Looks much better. If you need other fields, Judy, I need to collect their phone number because they're signing up for a free consultation. I need to collect their address because I'm sending off a free DVD. Or I don't need their last name. If you need to add more, just come to the Field Snippet tab. Let me close this style button. Come to the Field Snippet tab. And once you click in it, you'll see there's other fields that I can add. I need their birthday month. Awesome. Come to Other and scroll down until you see birthday. I need their phone number because I'm going to be giving them a free consultation. Awesome. Grab phone, drop it where you want it. I'm just going to change this to phone instead of phone 1 and hit save. And there's my form. Now always remember, and this is really an important marketing tip, only ask for the information that is going to get them to what you're giving them, that matches what you're giving them. If you're giving them a free consultation, then you need to get their phone number. If you're sending them a DVD, then you need their address. I'm just asking them to sign up for some great offers. If they purchase, I'll get all that other stuff. So I don't want to clutter this form or put in any blockers so people won't fill it out. So I don't need their phone number. I'm just going to hit the trash can and get rid of it. And I don't need their birthday, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'll just take their first name. I don't really need their last name, but I'll keep it there, and their email address. Now you come down and you'll notice that there's a submit button. If I click on that submit button, the button builder opens up. And you never, never, never want to leave it as submit. You want to add some flair to that button. So I'm going to change this to send offers now. Put in some exclamation points. Sign up now, raise my hand, save me some, sign me up, send newsletter now, send me your free gift, send the free report. what you want them to do, put in this button. You'll also notice that you can change it to left, center, or right. And if I click on the Advanced Styling toggle, this drop-down will appear, and I can actually come in and change the button color and make it pretty teal, change the font, change the border around it, make the border either thicker or thinner. I can make the corners rounder or less round, and I can even go to custom size and make my button bigger or smaller. Hit save, and now you'll notice my button is different. I'm going to pause for a second so you can take that all in and get a drink of water. And I'm back. So my form is created. This is a form I'm going to put on my website. So the next thing I'm going to do is come over to the right, and all the way up to the top you'll see a draft button. It looks a little bit like a zipper. If you click on it one time, it will move it over, change the color to green, and set it as ready. You don't have to be scared to set anything as ready. All ready is telling Infusionsoft is you change it from default. It's not going to magically go out. It's not even going to work yet until you publish it. So ready just changes the color so it's visually different, and Infusionsoft will know that you changed it from default. The next tab is the Thank You Page tab. So if we're all the way to the left, you'll see there's a Design tab, and then the next tab to the right is the Thank You Page tab. If I click on the Thank You Page tab, you'll notice that a page will appear, and all this is letting people know they had a successful entry. It's our way of giving you a page so you can say, yay, you did it. You should be getting an email shortly. It automatically has a great company. To change it, simply double click, and you can put in your logo, or I like to put in a thank you. So I have a thank you saved. Insert, and it says thank you. So that's what I like to put in there. If you notice it says thanks for filling out our form, you can change this to, hey, thanks for signing up. You got it. Your offers are on their way. You can change that to whatever you want, and it automatically will bring in their first name. So it will say, thanks for filling out the form, Judy. Thanks for filling out the form, Sarah. Whatever name they put in, that's what's going to show up. This right here where it says we will contact you shortly, this is important real estate right here. This is where you can put your offer will be sent shortly. I'm not going to type everything else in, but here's what I would recommend. If you do not receive an email in the next few minutes, please check your spam folder or your promotions tab in Gmail. They sometimes get a way of, sneaking in there. If you're more formal, you wouldn't put sneaking in there, but let them know you're going to get something immediately. So check your email, and if you don't get it, check your spam folder. And I had something from my Wells Fargo bank yesterday that came in spam. Never thought I got it. Wrote her back, and she said I sent it, went back in my spam folder, and there it was. So sometimes when it has a document attached to it or something financial, it sometimes gets kicked off in your spam or promotional tab. This continue browsing, we always recommend that you send them somewhere after getting the form filled out. So just highlight it. Hey, check out my Facebook page. Go back to my website. Want to check out my products? And hit link and bring them wherever you want to bring them by typing it in here, www.infusionsoft.com. That's where I want them to go, so if they click there, they'll go back to the Infusionsoft page. Hit Insert Update, and my thank you page is done. The next tab is your Settings tab. The Settings tab lets you know that they're going to check for duplicates, so if Judy Miller signed up already, it will check for duplicates. And it also gives you the opportunity to be notified if someone fills out this form, or anyone else in your business that you want to notify. If you want to be notified every time someone fills out this form, just put your email address here. If you want someone else notified, put a comma and put their email address. They don't even have to be a user inside Infusionsoft. Just put their email address and they will be notified, and everything that person put on that form will be sent out and you'll be notified. Judy Miller filled out a form for your free offers. Here's her name. Here's her email address. it will send you all the information that that person fills out. What will the email say? It will say a web form was filled out. You just need to add for my free offers. So whatever it is, make sure you change that subject line so it doesn't just say notification, because someday you're going to have lots of forms and you're going to want to know what they signed up for. If you don't want to get notifications because you're getting too many of them and your phone's blowing up, simply take your email address off and you won't get them. The last tab is your code tab, and before I click on it, I just want you to let you know you don't grab your code, you don't copy your code, you don't use your code until you publish your campaign. But we're not done with our campaign, so we're not going to publish it yet. But since we're here, I want to show you the code. There's different avenues of code here. If you have a webmaster, just click on Have Your Webmaster Do It, put in your webmaster's email address, put in a message, hey Irma, can you get this on the website ASAP, first page, third page, and last page? And your webmaster will get all the code they need. You never even have to see the code, just send it out to your webmaster. If you're going to do it yourself, simply grab the code, open up your website, go to your admin page, grab either a text box or an HTML box and drop that snippet there and republish on your website and the code will appear, or the form will appear. If you don't have a website yet, you're thinking, hey Judy, I'm just beginning, I don't even have a website, I'm just going to do pay-per-click ads, I'm going to do Facebook ads. Awesome. Use our hosted version. Our hosted version will give you a URL and you can even edit the end of it. I'm just going to get rid of that one and hit save, and I would just use that URL. When I make my Facebook ad, it asks me where I want to direct them to, and I've used that right there, that URL. Let's go back to our campaign by coming all the way in the toolbar, on the top black toolbar, all the way to the left, sign up for offer, and you'll notice now that the web form has a different visual. It's a different color because we set it as ready. When we double click the web form builder opened up. Now we're going to go into the sequence. In order to open up the sequence, you simply put your cursor in the middle, double click. This is your sequence canvas. It starts with a start. That start button is telling you, hey, you had a successful goal. A goal was reached. What do you want to happen next? And you get to decide what you automatically want to happen next to that contact. If you came to the Manage Contacts webinar, you'll know that we organize our lists and our behavior based on tags. So I want to tag the person that they signed up for my offers. So I'm going to scroll down, come to the process part of my toolbar, look for the one that says apply a tag, grab it, drag it onto my canvas. If you notice, it's gray in color. Gray in color means it's not set up yet. It's not ready. So in order to format my tag, I simply double click and the tag builder opens up just like that right on the screen. I want to apply a tag, but you can also remove tags too. And the tag I want to apply is offer sign up. I already have the tag created, so I'm going to make a brand new tag. Sign up offer, create tag, hit save. I want to make a new tag so you can see that it really works. And that I didn't set it up, preset it up for you. Now the tag is green. Green means it's ready. What do I want to happen now? They filled out the form. They automatically got tagged. That's a secret. They don't know that, but we know that. We'll be able to search for them. What do I want to happen next? Well, I want to send them an email because I promised them an email with the offer. So I'm going to come to my communications on the toolbar on the left, grab email, move it to the right. The arrow will automatically appear and it turns blue, and that blue bar means change the name, and I'm going to call this Welcome and Offer 1. Awesome. It's gray. Gray means not ready, so I'm going to double click. And when I do, it brings me into my email builder. There's some templates in the email builder, but if you've already been playing around with it and saved it as a template, which I have, I come to my templates and I look for the email that I want to send out. I don't have a good connection, so it took a little while to open that. So I'm going to scroll down my templates. I should have more coming up. And I want to use this one right here, Instant Marketing Ideas offer page. So I'm going to hit Use Template. I can come into the details arrow and I can change who it's coming from. I can change the subject. Once I get my email created, edited, exactly the way I want it, I'm going to come up to the right-hand side and click that draft button to ready, just like that. In the black toolbar, all the way over to the left, offer and welcome, I'm going to go back to my sequence. Here's my email. It's green because it's ready. Now what do I want to do? Well, I want to send them another offer, but I want to wait a couple days because I don't want to overwhelm them, or if they already purchased, they won't even get the next one, but I'll show you how to do that. So I want to come to timers. It's in the toolbar. Grab a timer. The arrow will automatically appear. And it's gray, so I'm going to double click it. And when I double click it, the timer builder opens up. It's amazing. How many days do I want to wait? I think I just want to wait 2 days. So I'm going to change my timer, hit save, and now the timer is green. Now I can either grab another email and move it over to the right, or I can come over to the welcome offer that I already have templated, right-click it, make a duplicate, move it over, change the name to offer 2, and if I want to grab an arrow, I come to the icon before and move it right into the email. Now I double-click because it's gray. It's going to be the same email because I just copied the other one exactly the way it was. Come to details and change the title. Set it ready. Of course, I'll change the content. Go back to my sequence, and you'll notice that now it's green. Now what do I want to do? Well, I want to send them a third email, so I'm going to come get a timer. The arrow automatically appears. Double-click the clock, and this time I'll wait 3 days. That's kind of a good space between emails. I'm going to copy offer 2. You can either go all the way to the right and keep on moving to the right. Just hold down your shift and right clicker, and you can just keep on moving your canvas to the right. But I'm going to move this down here, get the arrow, and connect them. I'm going to call this one offer 3. Double click it, change the title. Third time is a charm, or is it? Hit the ready button all the way to the right, come back to the left, offer and welcome. Now I have email 1, wait 2 days, email 2, wait 3 days, email 3, and then I'm going to put one more timer. I'm going to wait 2 weeks, so I'm going to come to my delay, weeks, and I'm going to wait 2 weeks. And then I'm going to put another email here. And you'll see that that email is gray. It's not ready yet, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be ready. I'm even going to put another timer after it, and you'll notice that that's not ready. That's okay. I have 2 days, 3 days, and 2 weeks before they're even going to get here. So in order to get this finished, I'm going to come to draft and set it ready. So you need to set this whole sequence as ready, and then I'm going to go back to my campaign. If you notice, we have green, and the sequence is green, the form is green, we're ready to go. I'm going to double click my shopping cart. When you double click the shopping cart, if you're using Infusionsoft's e-commerce, I'm just going to say any purchase just to get it ready and hit save. Now you'll notice that it's all green. Since I'm sending an offer, in the first email, I do have to have my shopping cart ready. I cannot have it ready for, just to show you as an example, but I want to show you that if you're doing a 3-part series, and that 3-part series is giving them an offer in each one of those emails, you do have to have your offer ready, because if they click in it, you're going to want them to be able to purchase right then. In the right-hand corner, in the right-hand top corner, you'll see there's a publish button, and I'm going to click that. And when I do, Infusionsoft will put on, I call it little binoculars, and check out that campaign. Things that aren't quite ready will show up, and we know that there's 2 things that weren't ready, the timer and the email. That's okay. The most important part of this campaign checklist is the last one that says campaign passes functional inspection. That means that everything that you have done is going to work. Yes, that's awesome. So if you didn't have a link done right, or you didn't have an email connected, it would show you right here. Looks like everything's connected and everything's great. So I'm going to come to the blue button in the left-hand corner and hit publish again, and Infusionsoft will publish that campaign. Yes, you can always go change things. Yes, you can always go republish. But once you publish it, you can start using that campaign. It will put it in reporting mode. On the toolbar to the right, it says reporting. That document that I'm going to send you will go over reporting. We're not going to go over it in this webinar. So I'm going to hit the edit button again, and you'll see that our campaign changed color, and now it's dark, dark emerald green. And that means that it's ready to use. So let's test it out and see if it works. I'm going to double click the form. I think if I take this off, internet will open faster. There's 2 ways I can test this out. I can either come to the test button in the right and use one of my users, or I can come to code. Now got to put in my internet connection. Go to code. I'm going to use the hosted version. That's the second way to test it out. And I'm just going to click on the pretty URL. When you click on the pretty URL, the form will open up, hosted by Infusionsoft. So it's not on a website. It's just hosted by Infusionsoft. So if you put it in a Facebook ad or a LinkedIn link or just in an email, this is the way it will appear. Now I'm going to fill it out. And put in my email address. I'm going to hit send offers now, and our thank you page should show up, and it does. There's the thank you. It says thanks for filling out the form, Judy, and you got it. Your offer will be sent shortly. If I click on the click here to continue browsing, it will bring me to Infusionsoft.com because that's where I put the connection. So I know that that worked because I got the thank you page. Now let's go into Infusionsoft and go into my contact record and see if I have that tag that I created. If we go back to our campaign, see there's one active contact. Open up our sequence, and Judy Miller should get this tag and this first email. What tag should she get? Let's double click it. She should get the tag sign up offer. Let's check. Get out of the campaign builder. Find a contact, and I'm going to search for Judy. There it is. Open up in her contact record. And once I click on that hyperlink and open up the record, there's my name. Here's the tag, sign up offer. It was added on the 30th, so I know that that part worked. And if you come down to the campaign tab right in the middle, you'll see that I filled out a form on the 30th at 10:33. Infusionsoft secretly applied a tag on the 30th at 10:34, and it sent off an email, welcome and here's your offer, at 10:34. So we know it worked. If you scroll down a little further, you'll see I'm going to get another email on April 3rd, another email on April 6th, and then it's going to wait till April 20th. So we know that that campaign is working the way it's supposed to work. We go back into Campaign Builder, open up this campaign, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh no, in the sequence, I have an email with offer 1, and I'm going to offer them 10% off. If they don't buy, 2 days later, they're going to get welcome 2. 3 days later, they'll get welcome 3. How do I know if they bought or not to stop that sequence, because I don't want them to get offer 2, offer 3, and offer 4 if they already purchased in offer number 1? Let me show you. In the campaign canvas, when you look at the sequence, you'll notice there's a little blue flag in the left-hand corner. If you click on that blue flag, a box appears, and it already defaults to this. It says, hey Infusionsoft, if they reach the goal and purchase a product, please stop the sequence immediately and push them further on down the funnel. I'm sure you've heard that before. Please automatically stop this and move them to the next step, the next phase of the campaign. Do not send them email number 2 for 20% off and email number 3 for 40% off, because they will be really, really mad. And they'll do a return, and they won't ever come to me again because they'll think I'm not genuine. So it automatically defaults to stop this immediately when they reach the next goal that's connected to this. There is a little button that says run until completed. I call it the fossil button. And the reason we have this button is just say that you are a personal injury lawyer and you've offered a 5-part series. But your next goal is click here for a free consultation. If you click there for the free consultation, that's awesome. But I still promised you a 5-part series, and I want you to get that 5-part series. So I'm going to tell Infusionsoft, let them continue to get this, even though they're also going to be getting, this is going to be a task to call for consultation. Even though they clicked here, I still want them to get this whole sequence because I promised them that 5-part series. But the way we have it set up, I actually want it to stop immediately. They have a successful purchase, and then they come into the new customer sequence. We have a goal that pushes to a sequence. If they reach the next goal, hey, take them out of the last sequence and move them further on down the funnel. Pretty cool. And that works automatically. So I'm going to go back into my slide deck, go over a few more slides, and I'll answer questions. Gray means not ready. Light green with stripes means it's ready, but it's not published yet. If you make any changes in the emails or make any changes in the timers or any changes in the web form, even if it's just one little thing, you still need to republish. It will change colors when you change it to that ready. And emerald green means it's published and it's ready to go. You can always go back and change things. So buckle your seatbelts. This is a campaign. I choose to make campaigns a little bit more simpler and move people from campaign to campaign, but this is one campaign on one canvas. But all it is if we put it under a microscope, watch. It's just a goal that pushes into a sequence, and if they reach the next goal, it pushes them into the next sequence and stops everything to the left because that little flag's there, pushes them to a new goal, new sequence, and finally a last goal. When they reach that last goal, it cuts everything else out, it cancels everything else and pushes them further on down the funnel. Pretty cool, right? Pretty simple. Once you start doing it, you'll see how simple it is to put the pieces together. Remember this one thing, it's super important. Your simple one campaign is more important than your complex none campaign. Everybody tries to build out this gigantic, monster on the right, and they never really feel confident because they never really publish what's on the left. If you put that under a microscope on what's on the right, it's just a goal that pushes to a sequence, that pushes to a goal, that pushes to a sequence. but you got to feel confident with what's on the left first in order to get that what's on the right. So I say it's like driving a Volkswagen. You drive a stick shift for the first time and you stall, you put it in 6th gear, you do all sorts of crazy stuff because you're just not confident. But once you play with it a little bit, you're going to get on the right in no time. And then you can drive an 18-wheeler, you can drive any stick shift car because you understand how it's moving, you understand the process. It's not hard because you're the expert of your business. You know what you want to do. I want them to fill out a form. Then I want to send them a series of 10 emails. You just have to build it out inside Infusionsoft. So my challenge to you is take some time every day and get into Infusionsoft. Even for 10 and 15 minutes, you'll start liking it so much, you'll start spending half hours and hours. Create and automate with the builder, publish it and put yourself in and see that magic happen, test it out and, find 5 prospects that you can test it out in and then see it working and start all over again and add to it. And I hope that you like my little summer theme, and if you have any questions, I can answer questions. We have about 10 minutes left. And just type them in that little question box. I have one question from other webinars that I'll show you. Some people have a question, and Danji, don't leave yet because you might have this question. Hey, Judy, I went to an event last week, and I met 10 people, and I already put them into my Infusionsoft, but they were interested in my offers, and I'd like to put them in this campaign. Do I have to make them go to my website and fill out a form? Because they already gave me all their information, and they said that they wanted my stuff. Watch this. Get out of my campaign builder. Come to my contacts. Once you come to your contacts, you choose the people that you want to drop into the campaign by hitting the checkboxes, or you can hit the checkbox on top next to ID and check everybody. Once you check the people that you want, come to Actions, and all the way down to the almost bottom it says Start or Stop a Campaign Sequence. Click on that. Infusionsoft will let you know, hey, you searched for 5 people. This is the action that will happen. What do you want to do? I want them to start a campaign, move to the right, the sign up and offer sequence or campaign with offer and welcome sequence. So I want to start them in the sign up and offer campaign in the offer and welcome sequence. And once I hit process action, Infusionsoft will grab that 10 or 15 or 200 or 17,000 people and push them right into that campaign automatically as soon as you hit process action. And that's how you'll add people. Barbara has a question. I'm a little confused about the blue flag. How did you set that up? I didn't set it up. It automatically appears. So anytime you add a sequence, anytime you add a sequence, the blue flag automatically appears. So it's automatically set up, and let me click on that flag. It's automatically set up to stop immediately. You can change it to run until completed if you want them to get the entire campaign regardless if they meet the next goal. It automatically has that flag, and any goal you put after it, if someone gets a tag applied, it will automatically take them out of this sequence because they reached the next goal. Diana asked, how do you find and use your list after the campaign cycle is over? Let me show you. Good question. The people in this campaign got the tag offer sign up. That's the tag that they got applied. In 2 months, I can go to my contacts and say, I want to do a new search, and I just want to search for the people that have the tag offer sign up. Hit search, and only those people will appear. And it should be Judy Miller. I think that was the tag I put on. Oh, I think I called it sign up list. Let me do a new search. I think I called it sign up list. So I want to search for people with the tag. I think maybe offer sign up. Hit search. and Judy Miller appears, so your whole list will appear. You can even go as far as to say new search. I want to search for anyone that has the tag offer sign up that doesn't have the tag customer. So anyone that signed up for my offers that didn't purchase, I want to search for, and only those people will appear. And that's how you search for your list. Irma asked, how can I apply tags to update revised contact lead score? If you want to learn more about that, come to CRM or come to our help center. Better than that, come to our help center. And in our help center, if you type up here, lead score, set up lead scoring in Infusionsoft, that will come up in all the articles about here's manually change a lead score. So it will come up here and that will show you how to do the lead scoring. Diane asked, how would you send that list? How would you use that list once you search for those people? Search for these people. Once those people show up, and there's nobody there yet, so let me do a new search and get people to show up. So say I searched for that group of people, and 2 months have gone by and these people haven't purchased yet. I can check everyone's name of the people that didn't purchase yet, come to my Actions tab, and I can send a broadcast out to them. And when I click Send a Broadcast, I can make an email that says, hey, it looks like a few months ago you asked for my offers. I've seen that you haven't taken advantage of my offers. Well, I got a deal for you. And then give them an offer or invite them to a webinar or give them a free gift. Hey, I just wanted to show you what I have to offer. Click here and get this free gift. So you can market to those people based on the tags that they have by sending a broadcast, or you can send them a newsletter. That's a good idea too. So it looks like that's all the questions. Again, I'll be sending you the recording. I just have to get this formatted. The recording will be coming with the goodies that I promised. And if you ever have any questions, my email address is basictraining@infusionsoft.com. It's super easy. If you want to email me any questions, I will be sure to answer them. So it doesn't look like there's any more questions. Thank you for joining me. I know this was a lot of information, so it's really good to just go back and watch it, pause it, do it with me. Watch a little bit more, pause it, do it with me. If you have any questions, you always have tech support where you can call and ask a question. Hey, I linked these together. How do I check and see if it works? Watch the video, go to the Help Center and do a search for any questions that you have and the articles will come up. And also that document that I'm sending you, that 5-page PDF, that has so much great information. It's going to be a great resource for you. I think you'll use it a lot. So thank you for joining me. I hope it was valuable. I hope that you'll be able to get in and create a simple campaign and get your first campaign done. It's really awesome, and that automated follow-up really, really works. I've seen people make lots of money with just a 3-part campaign. So get your return on investment and start automating and see how the Infusionsoft magic can work. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll join me next week for our webinars. We do the same ones over and over again, but I always try to add something new. And Danji asked if I can go over lead scoring. Lead scoring's a little bit different. I mean, it's intense, so I would recommend that you just go into the Help Center. But just to explain what lead scoring is a way to give people points for doing specific things, getting a tag, opening a document, watching a video, opening an email. You can actually give them points, and when points get to a certain amount, they get a little fire, and that little fire will be able to show you your hottest leads and your cold leads. You'll be able to automatically start automation on that too by going into the Campaign Builder. And inside the Campaign Builder, you can actually tell Infusionsoft, hey Infusionsoft, when somebody gets to a specific lead score, double click it. When it increases to 5, I want you to put them into this sequence, and I want to really get aggressive with selling to them. And it will show you how to set this all up. There's actually a lead score campaign in our campaign, free campaigns. right here under Get Campaign Templates, you can click on that and look for lead scoring, and then in our Help Center there's a couple of videos and it will explain a little bit more. So it gets more into giving some criteria for adding scores to the person's contact record. When they get to a specific score, you'll know if they're a hot lead or a cold lead. Okay guys, thanks for joining me. I hope that this was easy enough for you to understand, and I hope that you'll get into Infusionsoft and play around with it. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.